Hi folks, I'm Pastor CJ. I'm the founding pastor of this church plant, Grace of the Lord Church. We're a new church and we're glad you're checking us out. If you're checking us out here on this webpage, you're probably trying to get to know the answers to some of the most frequently asked questions as you're considering investigating us maybe for the first time. And so I thought I'd just take a minute to walk you through the answers to the most frequently asked questions, help you get an idea of what to expect if you do decide to visit us. And so I believe that one of the most important reasons that somebody should pick a church is going to be based on values. And so we create a space here on this webpage for you to investigate our values. I strongly believe that if a church is not clearly communicating their values, or if they're talking about some general values like, oh, we love God and we love people, that's every church is going to say something like that. And we expect a church to be very specific about their values so that you can see if we're walking those values out and living by those values. If the church is not communicating their values, or a church is not communicating clear values, is probably not living out those values. And if our values are not the same as your values, then there might be some incompatibility. But if we have the same values, then you probably are going to fit in really well. And so I encourage you to take a look at our values to see what you think about that, because that's going to be what I believe is the most important reason in choosing a church. But some other things that I know is going to be on a visitor's mind, we also have listed here on this webpage. And so let's just walk down the page together. One thing everybody wants to know, how am I supposed to dress when I go to this church? What's the dress code like? And I'll tell you, for us, we don't really have a dress code. We have people who are going to be dressed all ends of the spectrum, and I mean it. I mean, there's going to be people literally who show up, in all dressed fancy, and there's going to be people who roll out of bed in their pajamas and get to church late, and we're just glad they made it at all. And so, wherever you are, if you dress casually in the clothes you normally wear every day, you coming after work or coming before work and you're in your scrubs, or we'll have people dressed to the nines. I'll probably be the most fancy dressed as the pastor at the pulpit. I'll come with a tie, and in the winter I might wear a sports coat, and usually I'm the most fancy dressed. Once in a while somebody will show up with a suit on, but usually people are pretty casual. But you will see, no matter how you dress, you're going to find somebody else dressed just like you. We really will have people dressed all ends of the spectrum at the church. What kind of music do we play? What music do we like? There's another place where we have a lot of diversity. We tend to lean towards a contemporary style of music with the traditional hymns. Instead of having them out of the hymnals, though, we'll be playing those songs with guitars in the background, and we'll be playing them with a contemporary style, traditional music with a contemporary style, and some of the new modern contemporary worship music. We do have a diverse range of the types of songs that we select from because our church is very diverse. I mean, we are very, very diverse. I mean it. The people group that make up our church is very, very diverse. I don't mean we have some of this group and some of that group. I mean, literally, there's everybody. And Aurora is very diverse. Our church accurately reflects the diversity of Aurora in ethnicity, in economic status, and in cultural backgrounds. We're going to have immigrants from all over the world. We're going to have American-born people with all different diversity and background. We have just a lot of diversity. So there's going to be somebody who looks like you and a lot of people who don't, no matter who you are in our church. And we really feel like a healthy church is a multi-ethnic church. And so if you go to a church and there's a lot of faces all look the same, I'd say that there's probably a health issue there. We do offer child care. We have a child's Bible study that happens between 9:30 and 10:30. And so that if you want to come to an adult Bible study, you can have your kids there while you're distraction free for the Bible study. And we also offer childcare during the service. We have some qualified people who we trust to watch the kiddos while you enjoy the sanctuary service, distraction free. We offer coffee and snacks before and after the services, hopefully to encourage a little bit of fellowship, some hanging out. We hope that we can just use that as an opportunity to feed you, to love on you, to serve you, and create an environment where we can have some conversation. We we are all about serving the community. We're very actively engaged in how we engage the community, and so you can see a list of some of the ways that we engage the community here on this same web page. And I also make myself personally available to answer any of your other questions. So our contact information on the website here, use it. You can call me personally and directly. I'd love to answer your questions and be there for you. And hopefully I will see you on Sunday.